What makes an average speech and a better speech? It's very simple, the way it's conveyed and what is in the speech or the content of the speech. Hi friends, my name is Laven Lokesh and I'm a trainer for today. This is the first video of the 8 video long public speaking course where you're going to be learning public speaking. So this is the first video which is going to be about scripting. So what is scripting, why you need to know scripting, and how to script your first speech is going to be taught in this video. In the end of the video, there's going to be some activities for you. Make sure that you watch the video till the end and watch it twice so that you don't miss out any points, and make sure you make notes. So let's start the video without any further delay. In case if you have missed the introduction video, make sure that you watch the video first and come and watch this, because there I have told a lot of tips of public speaking and what are the portions covered in this course. So scripting, it can be simply told as content plus ideas or messages. You have a content to be delivered, you have some ideas in your mind, you want to convey a message. You have all these things, right? But all these things, if it's just told, it's always chaotic and it's always misleading. So this must be organized plus clear. So the process of making a content or idea or message very much organized and clear is called as scripting. Once you script it, you can make it to a format of cue cards or notes. Cue card is something, a small piece of card where you have the important points noted down. So what happens is that when you are giving a speech, in case if you run out of points or in case if you're stuck, you can use cue cards and get your points back. And notes is somewhere like if you have a podium, you can have the notes and you can refer the notes and give a speech. So this is for the beginners. And also for great speakers still use these things because they want to make sure that their ideas and messages are conveyed properly. Okay, so if for example, like I have this whiteboard for me to for two purposes. The first thing is that I want you to understand better. And okay, second thing is that in case if I run out of points, I can see this. For example, I've written this point, time bound. A speech is always time bound. We know that, right? So in order to make sure that our speech fits into the proper allocated time, we have to make sure that we plan and script accordingly. So once we have the script, it's going to be a short script for 30 minutes. So we won't go beyond the script. And what happens? We can stick out the time limit because we don't have the whole day to speak, right? So we are allocated a particular amount of time to give our speech. So we have to use the particular time to the maximum efficiency, right? So that we have to have this thing speech always time bound. So why do I tell this? Because we have different methods of memorizing thing and delivering it. So I choose this because it's more effective for me and it's more effective for me to teach things. So without any further delay, let's go to the content. The first thing which you have to do before starting a speech is choosing a topic, because there are different kinds of speeches, different genres, different audiences and different situations. So different topics are for different situations, for different audience. For example, you are addressing a group of children, the topic you choose must be more interesting for the children, because you can't speak about politics to children. And politics, there are a certain group of audience who like to listen about politics. So different topics demand different topics demand different audiences and also different situations. So choose a topic wisely and make sure that it's more effective. Once you choose a topic, or if you're given a topic, second thing which you have to do is research about it, because you can't go and stand and speak about something which you don't know. For example, I'm speaking about public speaking because I have more than 10 years of experience in this. So with my experience, I'm making sure that I can give good speech, and I also research about it and I have my resource. This is my resource. So for this video, this whiteboard is my resource and the content journal is my resource. So I do have my reference and I do have made some research on this, and I'm just making it, make sure that with the allocated time limit of 10 to 15 minutes, I make this video. So the next thing is that you should also make sure that you have your resources and reference handy the whole time when you are scripting, because it's gonna help you to write your script. So once you find your topic or when you get your topic, make sure you do the research properly and get your resources and references to the table where you script. So this is the first part of scripting. Once you do this, the second part comes. The second part is the literal part of writing a script. For this, I would recommend you to have a notepad or a notebook or at least a piece of paper. A pile of paper, because a script it doesn't fit on one page. It takes at least 2-3 pages, right? So To write a script, you must have these points in your memory because a great speech has all these things. It starts with a bang. It has an introduction, it has a body or the main context, and a conclusion with a call to action. So bang is like simply what happens when you bang, boom, or what happens if you put a hook. You grab the attention, right? If there was a there's a bomb blast or there is a cracker bursting. What happens? Everybody focuses towards it, something like that. So bang is something like you do something to grab the attention of audience. You grab the attention of audience using some technique. Okay, it's called as bang. So this bang may be a quote, a story, a joke, fact or figure, or question. So when it comes to quotes, like you can give quotes. For example, all successful people are great public speakers. Tells Williams Wordsworth, something like that. It's a quote from some poet, something. So it's a quote which you're referring here, but can be from your reference, right? So you use a quote. Second thing is like a story. You can start like when I was in my 7th standard, I started public speaking. So public speaking was something which made me realize what my potential was. Like you can start with a story and come to the context. Next thing is that you can start with a joke. You can make some jokes because jokes works really great. Because when you make a joke, people start focusing on you. They like you and they listen to you. Make sure that at least you try to be a bit funny. Next thing is that facts and figures. Facts and figures can also be used in bang. So not necessarily you use all these things. You can also use it, but it's going to be more messy. Make sure that you choose any one of it. So we have all these options. Facts and figures, for example, 90% of the great speeches are scripted. So I've just written here, okay. So 90% of great speeches are scripted. It's a fact with also a figure of 90%. So great speeches are always scripted is a fact. So I'm just telling this in order to get your attention and make sure you listen to this. Final thing is that you can answer the question. You can ask like, who all have the fear of speaking? Just raise your hand. Like that you can ask and you can start. It can be an open-ended question. For example, it can be a yes or no question, or it can be a question that does not need an answer. For example, who are all aware that God does exist? Something like that. Okay, it's an open-ended question. They can answer or they cannot, but still, it's not necessary that they answer. Something like that. Okay, it can be a question where like people answer or they don't answer, but still you can start with it to grab attention. So once you go to the bang, you write what you are going to use for your topic and for your script. You can go to the next part called as introduction. Introduction is like it relates more with your topic. So what topic you choose, you have to make sure you give a proper introduction. It can be up to like 20 to 50 words maximum, not more than that. If you have like 3 hours of speech, if your speech is going for 3 hours, introduction can be at least like 10 to 20 minutes, not more than that, because introduction is always small. Next thing is body. Body means the body of the speech, the whole body. What is going to be your speech all about? Is it going to be stories? It's going to be compilation of points or examples or facts and figures. So all these things. These 3 works personally good for me. So I just made sure I've written this. Stories work really good because public speakers are storytellers as well, and storytellers are like what do you call it as viral level, because storytellers can grab attention very easily and make sure that with this story they convey a lot of messages. Storytelling is something really important which you can use in your public speeches. And points, if you're going to tell something important or you're educating a person, you can use points and also examples, because all these things work really good. With this, you write your body of the speech, and this is going to be almost 70 to 80% of your speech, so make sure it's more elaborate. And a script is not an essay. Don't write all your eloquent writing here. It must be eloquent speech, not eloquent writing. So make sure you write properly what you want to speak, and it should be short and sweet, crispy. And make sure you have the time bound barrier in your mind so that you can short your script accordingly. Then final part is the conclusion, because you speak something and without summarizing the whole thing you can't just leave, right? You have to, so you have to make sure that you get the audience to know what they have listened to once more time. You can summarize the whole speech, and also you can add your call to action. You can say that if you like this, you can also listen to my next speech on this day, or if it's going to be a motivation speech, you can tell that from after listening to this, from this day, make sure that you pledge to yourself you do this, do that, something like that. There's going to be a call to action, a conclusion, so that it's going to be making sure you have an impact. So about this, we're going to see a whole video, so let me not elaborate on this much more. So this is going to be the main thing which you have to have when you script a speech, because anybody can go and stand on a stage and speak anything, but the remarkable speech, the remarkable way a person speaks comes only from an organized and clear script, and it must be written and it must be revised. So make sure you have a mentor, and your mentor can be anywhere. You can just mail him this, he or she sees it and reviews it. If there is any spelling mistakes or any other mistakes, he or she adds or removes that, gives some extra points, and according to your audience you can sandwich or you can tailor make your script, because for some audience they like it sweet and short, some audience want it more elaborate and more intense, so you can tailor make your speech. But script is something that's going to be constant, which can be stressed and pulled apart. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you about script in this video. Hope you understood this. So for the activity part, I would like you to choose a topic which you have more interest. For example, I have more interest in youth empowerment, so you have a certain domain, right? Choose a topic on that and write a script. In description there's a mail ID, mail it to that, let me review it, and for the first 20, okay, we'll have it 30. For the first 30 people who sends me the mail, I'm going to do it personally. For the remaining, I'll just have my assistant do that. So once this is done, we can go to the next part. That's the next topic for the course. It's going to be about the stage. So what is the stage for, what are the types of speeches, and what are the types of audiences going to be having, and how to tackle all those things will be taught in the next video. We also make videos in Tamil, and there is a channel in my name, Laven Lokesh Barani, so you can also have a look at it. I'll make content on youth empowerment and entrepreneurship in Tamil, okay? So if you want to have a look at it, you can also go there. Yeah, this is today. I hope you understood this properly. In case you have any doubts, comment below, and also make sure you give a thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up button so that everybody has access to it. Because when you click the thumbs up button, like the video pops up to all your friends and people whom you know. And also subscribe to the channel so that you get more videos on public speaking and other related topics which may be interesting for you. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, make sure you start acting on it, start working on it. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, this is Laven Lokesh signing off. Have a great day.